When the sense of distinction and separation is absent, you may call it love. All attachment implies fear, for all things are transient, and fear makes one a slave. This freedom from attachment does not come with practice. It is natural when one knows one's true being. Love does not cling. Clinging is not love. Let go your attachment to the unreal, and the real will swiftly and smoothly step into its own. Stop imagining yourself being or doing this or that, and the realization that you are the source and heart of all will dawn upon you. With this will come great love, which is not choice or predilection, nor attachment, but a power which makes all things love-worthy and lovable. You are really in search of yourself, without knowing it. You are longing for the love-worthy, the perfectly lovable. Due to ignorance, you are looking for it in the world of opposites and contradictions. When you find it within, your search will be over. The right use of mind is in the service of love, of life, of truth, of beauty. Do not undervalue attention. It means interest and also love. To know, to do, to discover, or to create, you must give your heart to it, which means attention. All the blessings flow from it. When the mind is intensely interested, it becomes one with the object of interest. The seer and the seen become one in seeing. The hearer and the heard become one in hearing. The lover and the loved become one in loving. Meet your own self. Be with your own self. Listen to it. Obey it. Cherish it. Keep it in mind ceaselessly. You need no other guide. As long as your urge for truth affects your daily life, all is well with you. Live your life without hurting anybody. Harmlessness is a most powerful form of yoga, and it will take you speedily to your goal. This is what I call Nisargadatta Yoga, the natural yoga. It is the art of living in peace and harmony, in friendliness and love. The fruit of it is happiness, uncaused and endless. Welcome all that comes with a glad and thankful heart, and love all creatures. This too will take you to yourself. What is lovable. Love is not a result, it is the very ground of being. Wherever you go, you will find being, consciousness and love. Your weakness is due to your conviction that you were born into the world. In reality, the world is ever created in you and by you. See everything as emanating from the light which is the source of your own being. You will find that in that light, there is love and infinite energy. As you keep on giving up, you will find that you grow spontaneously in intelligence and power and inexhaustible love and joy. For peace, you must go beyond the world. The root cause of the world is self-love. Because of it, we seek pleasure and avoid pain. Replace self-love by love of the self and the picture changes. Just realize that you are dreaming a dream you call the world, and stop looking for ways out. The dream is not your problem. Your problem is that you like one part of your dream and not another. Love all or none of it and stop complaining. When you have seen the dream as a dream, you have done all that needs be done. All experience is necessarily transient, but the ground of all experience is immovable. Nothing that may be called an event will last. But some events purify the mind and some stain it. Moments of deep insight and all-embracing love purify the mind, while desires and fears, envies and anger, blind beliefs and intellectual arrogance pollute and dull the psyche. The real world is beyond the mind's ken. We see it through the net of our desires, divided into pleasure and pain, right and wrong, inner and outer. To see the universe as it is, you must step beyond the net. It is not hard to do so, for the net is full of holes. Look at the net and its many contradictions. You do and undo at every step. You want peace, love, happiness and work hard to create pain, hatred and war. You want longevity and overeat. You want friendship and exploit. See your net as made of such contradictions and remove them. Your very seeing them will make them go. My world is an open world, common to all, accessible to all. In my world there is community, insight, love, real quality. The individual is the totality in the individual. All are one and the one is all. In my world, love is the only law. I do not ask for love, I give it. Such is my nature. Only desires motivated by love, goodwill and compassion are beneficial to both the subject and object and can be fully satisfied. What do you love now? The am. Give your heart and mind to it. Think of nothing else. This, when effortless and natural, is the highest state. In it, love itself is the lover and the beloved. Life is love and love is life. What keeps the body together but love? What is desire but love of the self? What is fear but the urge to protect? And what is knowledge but the love of truth? The means and forms may be wrong, but the motive behind is always love, love of the me and the mine. The me and the mine may be small or may explode and embrace the universe, but love remains. Desire is, of course, a state of mind. But the realization of unity is beyond mind. To me, nothing exists by itself. All is the self, all is myself. To see myself in everybody and everybody in myself most certainly is love. There is nothing wrong with duality as long as it does not create conflict. Multiplicity and variety without strife is joy. In pure consciousness there is light. For warmth, contact is needed. Above the unity of being is the union of love. Love is the meaning and purpose of duality. Love is not selective, desire is selective. In love there are no strangers. When the center of selfishness is no longer, all desires for pleasure and fear of pain cease. One is no longer interested in being happy. Beyond happiness there is pure intensity, inexhaustible energy, the ecstasy of giving from a perennial source. All is loved and lovable. Nothing is excluded. Being shines as knowing, knowing is warm in love. It is all one. You imagine separations and trouble yourself with questions. Don't concern yourself overmuch with formulations. Pure being cannot be described. Destroy all that stands between you and happiness. Be all, love all, be happy, make happy. No happiness is greater. All suffering is born of desire. True love is never frustrated. How can the sense of unity be frustrated? What can be frustrated is the desire for expression. Such desire is of the mind. As with all things mental, frustration is inevitable. What can make me love? You are love itself, when you are not afraid. Make your entire life an expression of your faith and love for your teacher. This is real dwelling with the Guru. Don't bottle up your love by limiting it to the body. Keep it open. It will be then the love for all. When all the false self-identifications are thrown away, what remains is all embracing love. When you desire and fear and identify yourself with your feelings, you create sorrow and bondage. When you create with love and wisdom and remain unattached to your creations, the result is harmony and peace. When you realize that you are the light of the world, you will also realize that you are the love of it. That to know is to love and to love is to know. Of all the affections, the love of oneself comes first. Your love of the world is the reflection of your love of yourself, for your world is of your own creation. Realize that you are the eternal source and accept all as your own. Such acceptance is true love. The very nature of the self is love. It is loved, loving and lovable. It is in the very nature of love to see no difference. First return to your true being and then act from the heart of love. When you love the self and nothing else, you go beyond the selfish and the unselfish. All distinctions lose their meaning. Love of one and love of all merge together in love, pure and simple, addressed to none, denied to none. Stay in that love, go deeper and deeper into it, investigate yourself and love the investigation, and you will solve not only your own problems, but also the problems of humanity. You will know what to do. Truth and love are man's real nature, and mind and heart are the means of its expression. Your real being is love itself, and your many loves are its reflections according to the situation at the moment. In dream, you love some and not others. On waking up, you find you are love itself, embracing all. Personal love, however intense and genuine, invariably binds. Love in freedom is love of all. When you are love itself, you are beyond time and numbers. In loving one, you love all. In loving all, you love each. One and all are not exclusive. In love there is not the one even. How can there be two? Love is the refusal to separate, to make distinctions. All you need is already within you, only you must approach yourself with reverence and love. Self-condemnation and self-distrust are grievous errors. Your constant flight from pain and search for pleasure is a sign of love you bear for yourself. All I plead with you is this: make love of yourself perfect. Deny yourself nothing, clue yourself infinity and eternity, and discover that you do not need them, you are beyond. Love says, I am everything. Wisdom says, I am nothing. Between the two my life flows.